Okay, can you tell me once again, are the voice and screen clear now? All okay now? All okay now? Yes. Up to this, is that clear? Up to this line, is that clear? CV, CV equal to QV upon N delta T. Up to this. So let us do this again, once again. Okay, this we need, so we will do this just once again. So, what is the specific heat at constant volume? Amount of heat supplied at the constant volume to change the temperature of unit mole of substance by 1 degree Celsius or by 1 Kelvin. Okay, so sir, QV is equal to this N on the left hand side, delta T on the left hand side. So QV is equal to NCV delta T. Let us call this as equation 1. Now using first law of thermodynamics, of course we will learn this law again, just don't worry about it. But we know the statement is total heat supplied to the system will be utilized in two ways. First, to change the internal energy and to do the pressure volume work. But sir, at constant volume, work done is 0. So put here 0. So QV is equal to delta U. So therefore, instead of writing QV, we will write delta U as NCV delta T. This is always wala formula for delta U. This is always wala formula for delta U. Let the process be any process. Process kutli पण असू दे. Let the process be any process. This is going to be the formula for delta U. Okay. So for delta U, where delta U is total energy, total change in internal energy of a gas. For delta U, you can write NCV delta T for any process. For any process, let the gas be under the isobaric process, let the gas be under the isothermal process, let the gas be under adiabatic process, let the gas be under any kind of process. Just find out what is the CV of that gas. त्या गॅसचा CV तर काढता येतोय. We can find out CP of the gas, we can find out CV of the gas. CP, CV are not process dependent. CP and CV are the properties of gas. CP and CV are the properties of gas. Just find out what is the CP. Just find out what is the CV. Let the process be anything. If you want to find out delta U, just use this formula. That's it. Just use this formula. That's it. Hope this is clear to all of you. Now, so I have written for any process. For any process, let the process be anything. Just find out CV of the gas and use this formula. You will get change in internal energy of the gas. You will get change in internal energy of the gas. Now additional formulae for delta U, let us try to derive. This extra point is over now. Now the main point we will continue. Hope you have written this extra point also. Everything on the whiteboard is to be written. जे काय मी लिहितोय ते सगळं तुम्ही लिहायचं आहेच. Fine. Now let us write delta U. Other formulae, other interesting formulae are like this: N CV. Now this delta T can be written as T2 minus T1, final temperature minus initial temperature. Okay. So people may write this as CV as it is, or shall I write this CV as F by 2R? Do you know CV is F by 2 into R? Reply me in the chat box. Do you know CV is F by 2 into R? Let us write some extra points. What is CV? Sir, CV is F by 2 into R. Formula पाठ झाले असतील. What is CP? Sir, CP is CV plus R. What does that mean? It is F by 2 into R plus R. So that is equal to F by 2 plus 1 into R. This is the formula for CV. This is the formula for CP. Then what is gamma? Sir, gamma is CP upon CV. This upon this. This upon this. Sir, RR cancel. After rearrangement, what we get is 1 plus 2 by F. Yes, no. This is the formula for gamma. It is 1 plus 2 by F. This extra point. From this extra point, we can observe that CV is equal to F by 2R. Okay, sir. T2 minus T1. All right, sir. So shall I write this F by 2 like this? nRT2, try to understand. Let me multiply this nr inside, nRT2 minus nRT1. But sir, PV equal to nRT. PV equal to nRT. Then P2 V2 is equal to nRT2. See, number of moles are not changing. Number of moles are not changing. So no need to write N2 and N1. Okay. So PV is equal to nRT. So P2 V2 is equal to nRT2. So this F by 2 as it is. F by 2 as it is. nRT2 means P2 V2. And this nRT1 is P1 V1. nRT1 is P1 V1. So this is also one of the formulae for finding the change in internal energy. We will remember this. Now we know CV can be replaced by F by 2R, delta T can be replaced by T2 minus T1, nRT2 can be replaced by P2 V2, nRT1 can be replaced by P1 V1. All those things we know. Okay, but we will remember this formula. Let me know in the chat box, is this point clear to all of you? Just write it down, understand it, check whether it is clear to you or not, and then tell me clear and written. I will wait. Take your time and let me know. This point of delta U shall be clear to you now. बघा जरा समजतंय का? Done. Shall we move on? जायचं का पुढे? No replies. Clear? Good. Fine. Now let us try to find out some other formulae for CV also. One formula that we found for CV was F by 2R. Okay, sir. Fine. Now let us try to find out some other formulae for CV as well as CP. Okay, let's try to find out the formulae for CP and CV. One more extra point. Write down. We know CV is equal to F by 2R. We know CV is equal to F by 2R. We also know, or let us call this as equation number 1. We also know Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Yes, sir, we know that. We also know Cp upon Cv is equal to gamma. We also know Cp upon Cv is equal to gamma. So let us rub this formula and call this as equation number 1. Now we have two equations and two unknown. Now we have, you just simply strike through the first equation and call this equation as 1 and call this as 2. Okay, now we have two equations and two unknown. What are the two unknown? Two unknowns are Cp and Cv. Two unknowns are Cp and Cv. Now we have to find out the values of Cp and Cv in terms of R and gamma. We have to find out values of Cp and Cv in terms of R and gamma. We know the value of Cp and Cv in terms of R and F. R आणि F च्या लँग्वेज मध्ये Cp Cv माहित आहे आपल्याला. Cv is F by 2R. In the language of R and F, we know what is Cp and Cv. Now we will find out values of Cp and Cv in terms of R and gamma. R आणि F मध्ये नको करायला. R and gamma करूयात. Okay, fine. Very simple thing. See, what we can do is this. Here, from this equation, we can find out Cp is equal to gamma into Cv. So using equation 2, in equation 1, let's write this Cp as Cp is equal to gamma into Cv. So let's write here gamma into Cv. Instead of Cp, let's write gamma into Cv minus Cv is equal to R. Let's take this Cv common. Cv into bracket gamma minus 1 is equal to R. Therefore, Cv is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Am I right? Cv is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. चेक करा बाळांनो, समजलं का? CV is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Is that okay? CV is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Just like CV is equal to F by 2 into R. Similar to that, CV is equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Is that clear? CP is equal to what? Gamma into CV. Put that gamma into CV here. Gamma into CV minus CV is equal to R. Gamma into CV minus CV is equal to R. So take that CV common. You will get CV equal to R upon gamma minus 1. Okay. So now you can remember this formula also. But we know CP is equal to gamma into CV. So CP is equal to gamma into CV. What is CV? CV is R upon gamma minus 1. So what is CP formula? Gamma R upon gamma minus 1. Here R upon gamma minus 1. Here gamma R upon gamma minus 1. CP is R upon gamma minus 1 and CV, sorry, my mistake. CV is R upon gamma minus 1. CV is R upon gamma minus 1. CP is gamma R upon gamma minus 1. CP is gamma R upon gamma minus 1. Is that clear? Formula for CP, CV. Check करा बाळांनो, समजला का? Formula for CP and CV in terms of R and gamma. We know formula for CP and CV in terms of F and R. Now in terms of R and gamma. F आणि R मधला माहित होता किंवा R आणि F मधला माहित होता. आता R आणि gamma मधला माहित झाला. Fine sir. Okay. So let us try to find out internal energy again. Let us try to again come back to the main point. This was extra point. Again come back to the main point. Sir, you said that general formula for delta U is NCV delta T, always wala formula. Yes. So sir, shall I write it or shall we write it like this? N instead of CV, instead of writing CV as F by 2R, sir, shall I write this CV as R upon gamma minus 1? Yes, you can write. Instead of writing F by 2R, you can write it as R upon gamma minus 1. Absolutely no problem. Into delta T. Sir, can I write delta T as T2 minus T1? Yes, you can write delta T as T2 minus T1. Sir, shall I write nRT2? Yes, nRT2 minus nRT1. Yes, nRT1 divided by gamma minus 1. Yes, divided by gamma minus 1. But sir, PV is equal to nRT. So nRT2 is P2V2. nRT2 is P2V2. nRT1 is P1V1. nRT1 is P1V1. Okay, sir. So P2V2 minus P1V1 upon gamma minus 1. What is the formula for delta U? General formula, always wala formula for delta U is P2V2 minus P1V1 upon gamma minus 1. But we will remember this and we can derive any other formula. If you remember this, you can just derive any other formula just by replacing CV either in terms of F and R or in terms of R and gamma. Let me know in the chat box. Is that clear or not? These are the very simple things. Certain set of formulae you have to remember, others you can just derive. बघा जमतंय का? समजतंय का? First we will learn to deal with the equations. Okay. First we will learn to deal with the equations. थोडंसं thermodynamics ची लँग्वेज समजून घेऊया ना. It wants us to talk in terms of equations. Okay, ठीक आहे. We will also talk in terms of equations now. Once you get familiar with these equations, once you know how to handle these equations, that's it. Thermodynamics is just a simple thing. Okay, fine. Now see, very simple thing. Let us write next point about delta U. See, initially we wrote definition, then we wrote formula, then we wrote additional formulae for delta U. Always wale formula the. Okay, this formula you can use any always. Okay, anytime you can use. Now let us write point number 4. Write down. Delta U is independent of path. We have found that delta U is independent of path. Path म्हणजे काय बाळ? Process. Path means process. Okay. So what does that mean? Let's say there is a pressure volume curve or indicator diagram, pressure volume indicator diagram. Let's say initial state is this, P1, V1. Let's say final state is this, final coordinates P2, V2, or you may write V2, P2. Sequence will not matter. Okay. Let's say this is the first path. This is the first path. In the first path, let's say change in internal energy is delta U1. This is the second path. This is the second path wherein we have change in internal energy as delta U2. We observe that, we find that delta U1 is equal to delta U2. It means that if initial and final states are same, if initial and final states are same, doesn't matter which path you have taken, either this or this, doesn't matter which path you have taken. If initial and final paths are same, if initial and final states are same, internal energy changes will be same. Change in internal energy will be same. So delta U is independent, is path independent. Delta U is path independent. Delta U is path independent. Delta U depends only on initial and final states, not on the path. Initial and final state. Initial and final state. Okay, try to understand. Try to understand. Delta U depends on initial and final state. So delta U is called, change in internal energy is called state function and not path function. State function, or it is also called as point function. It is also called as point function. Okay, delta U is called as state function. Initial state, final state, it depends on initial and the final state, not on the path, not on the path. Okay, so we will call it as change in internal energy. We will call it as state function. We will call it as state function and not as a path function. It is not path function. It is independent of path. It depends on only initial and final state. Is this point clear to all of you? State function, path function. Check kara. We can say that data of U of cyclic process is 0. Yes, that we will learn. That we will learn afterwards. First of all, tell me, is this point for delta U? Point number 4 for delta U. Is that clear? एक एक पॉइंट जरा चेक करत चला, समजत चाललाय का आम्हाला? Good. So heat depends on the path. Heat depends on the path, but delta U does not depend on the path. Heat is a path function, but delta U is not a path function. It does not depend on path. Okay. Now delta U of cyclic process. Let us try to find out. There was one question. Can we say delta U of cyclic process? Okay, everyone tell me, what can be the delta U of cyclic process? You tell me, delta U of cyclic process काय असला पाहिजे बा? अरे cyclic process म्हणजे initial state equal to final state. State बदललीच नाही, U बदललाच नाही, U नाही बदलला, change in U 0. Write down, delta U of cyclic process is equal to 0. Am I right? Let me know in the chat box. Initial and final state, it depends on initial and final state. And for cyclic process, initial and final states are same. If initial and final states are same, U is not changing. If U is not changing, delta U is 0. For cyclic process, delta U is 0. Check whether I am right or wrong. Temperature नाही बदललं ना. Delta U चा always वाला formula काय असतो? N CV delta T. N CV T2 minus T1. For cyclic process, final temperature and initial temperature, final volume, initial volume, final pressure, initial pressure will be same. So for cyclic process, let us write here final and let us write here initial. For cyclic process, final state is equal to initial state. So delta U is equal to N CV 0, that is 0. Delta U of cyclic process is 0. Delta U of cyclic process is certainly 0. Okay. Up to this, is that clear? Everyone reply me in the chat box fast. We will stop at this point. But before that, just tell me once. चलो बाबू पट सगळ्यांनी reply करा था. Everyone, we are about to end the class now. Good. Fine. So guys, in this lecture we will stop